No, I don't believe that. Even PJ can help you with that.
I'm a good kid. It says so. Want to take some goalie notes?
No, that would be entertaining. He has no clue what he's talking about as a head coach or goalie coach.
Head coach.
Ustream, this is Ustream Live. We're live.
I'll see you next.
Would you like to? Sure. Any day you want to see me in that.
Come out and give them a shooting instruction.
Please.
Pay attention. Learn something. You know it.
All right, guys. Is everybody? Come on, guys.
Andres is probably like skating. He's getting a second paddle probably.
Come in a little, move in a little bit so you're not in the line of their traffic.
My candy. Don't get my candy. Hello.
You'll be able to work my own electronics.
I know a lot about mine too.
Oh.
It's the little kids, PJ.
It's the little kids.
Right. Speaking of me, yesterday it was pissed. Yeah, someone.
That's very nice.
Cool that one.
Yeah. I'll need this right.
Should be at the beginning of this set.
Oh, yeah. My bad, guys. I'm going back. There you go. Thanks. Thank God Jared's here.
Hey, Michael Lincoln.
Everybody can see? You guys sit down. We're going to be here for an hour. You want to stand all the time? Okay. An hour?
We'll be sitting in 5 minutes somewhere.
So about.
He's not here.
He went home early.
Oh, you did? Okay. Alright. You can just watch him. If you're going to stretch for the puck, you got to make sure that your chest isn't on top of your pads and you have some type of logo showing so you're able to move to the puck. If you do that, if you start jamming yourself up on the post, you're not able to be yourself and you're not really in your stance. So at that time, you're already in a predicament because you're not able to move to the puck. So when you come off the post like that, that's not bad where he is right now. But as he comes off, this is what I saw most of the day, even with the little kids. You got to watch your heels, guys. You're going right to your heel. And that's it. It's automatic paddle down and you stop skating. Continue to skate, stay in a stance, challenge on your skates as much as possible, and make the save lining up with your head, chest, and the flat hole. Now on that, and I told him, and he knocked out the other shooter next row. If you're going to sell yourself poke check, and that's the save you want to do, you have to do it 100% behind it. Don't hesitate and stop. If you're going to poke check, poke check. If you're going to go after a paddle down, then go after a paddle down. If you're going to go after a butterfly slide, the technique has to be behind it, 100%. Don't hesitate and stop. And watch it. When he goes back in that net, and I'll show you, he goes after that shooter, and the shooter gets mad, but if the shooter's here, it should be an equipment in my mind, so it's the shooter's fault, not the goalie's fault. He did exactly what I wanted him to do. Yeah, right here. Boom. I'm okay with it at the beginning. Watch. You start to sink down, and all of a sudden, all I see is your head, shoulders, and then just pads. So you're giving me too much chest going forward and into your pads. I need more than that. I need to see the logo up. stop. He's a lefty shot. Yes, he continues to skate off the goal line. And yes, he still has that back door, but you have to make sure that you have him sealed from the goal line, wherever he shoots, until he shoots. You see?
Yeah.
All right, big man.
And you beat him there, but don't push your right pad off the ice. I mean, you got to have the pad pinched down too. Because happens if there's a rebound.
It's not the first time it's over.
Yeah, definitely. See a lot of kids drag opposite leg. You're going to slide to the post, butterfly slide to the post, both pads go down. Hold about. Here, I don't want to see any space between the post, your pad, and the stick. See, that's too much space. So if that shooter comes around and decides to come out like this, now you have to bring yourself back to stance, and then you're pushed down. It's way easier to poke check and start. If this is my right post, everything's compact here. So if I have to push out, boom, left leg's are there already in my stance. Same thing on this side. I'm sealing. If he tries coming in, I can poke check from my body, and then right out, boom, you're right out in the stance. You never want to bring that stick out to in. You get too much on your mind to begin with. Much rather you do a little bit more compact and surprise the shooter. You got some quick feet. I'll tell you that past 2 days. Much better. I'll take that. Too much movement. Okay, that's what I want. That's a good seal right there. Skates facing up ice. Sticks right where I want it. Gloves in a good spot. Good posture. Boots on. Let's face it. The object of a wraparound is for the shooter to beat us. The object of our job is to make sure that we beat the shooter at either post he goes to. See how you're more to the puck, you're not going and dipping your lower body and coming out. It's way better posture. Coach, Stan, would you have gotten that?
Almost. I had a stick.
You dig it?
Yeah. If I had gone back to the post, maybe 2 more inches, I would have had it.
Don't hesitate then, you'll get it. Don't ever hesitate, guys. Go with your first instinct. If it's a poke check you want to do, then you definitely have to steal that post and stop it from getting it. Ramos. Tree. Really do look huge. Because you are, Max, thank you. You probably did a little bit more. The guy who's 5'5", thanks, but I agree. He's at a disadvantage in this spot. Why is Max at a disadvantage? Why are all tall goalies at a disadvantage in this spot as opposed to the smaller goalies?
Takes longer to get and butterfly.
And what else?
And it's hard to
That's like 4 or 5.
What's that?
It's harder to stay like down.
Not so much. Well, the edge, yeah. What were you going to say? Yep, bingo. After hash marks in, for all of us, if we line it up, we're all pretty much the same. I mean, size-wise. Especially from the goal line. From the goal line in this type of drill, where he's going to go or she's going to go to the top part of the crease at the most, or around the net on a wraparound, I'll take the smaller goalie and a good technique over the big goalie who's lanky. Because if he pushes off, now all of a sudden, he doesn't have 5 holes, he's got 2 more to worry about. Where us, our hands are pretty much there anyway. You know, finished style glove, old school glove and blocker as opposed to Quebec. So if he drops his hands here, a good shot gets him. If our hands are aggressive here, yeah, a good shot might get us here or here, but we have a chance to move them. So big goalies around the net, if you watch them in the league, you know, besides Pecorino and probably Quick, maybe one other two, Briskalov is not, you know, one to really follow the puck around the net well, and Brodeur to a point is, but he's just more athletic than technically sound. But there's a lot of goalies that are big that can't do it. So yes, this is harder for him to do this than us, or me anyway, the average size goalie. Just don't dive. The younger kids are doing it too. If you dive, that means you stop. Once you dive and you stop, you're going head first as opposed to keeping your core going to the puck. Of course, Max on his knees is still being on his skates. Not bad. Let me check the puck. Good attempt. If a poke check messes the timing up of a shooter, and you don't even touch it, but the shooter sees it, did you do your job? Of course you did. Of course you did. If you're making him think, you don't have to think, you're just reacting to what he's doing, you're good to go. There's the toe again. I just want to show you this. I think it's right away. No. There. I didn't tell him to break his leg, but I did tell him to just be comfortable and confident what he was going to do with that. And right here, he loses it. No, I thought that's one. But he's still there to beat the shooter to the post. As long as you're beating the shooter to the post, you're doing your job. I'm going to go to another one. Monsters. Different group. David? Watch that heel. See it? It's a little bit. Not bad, I'll take it. Stop. Now you're in trouble. Okay, now you want to push your body weight into the stick and you want to push off using your left leg out. But if you're locking your elbow and you're on your heel, now you can't push out. Now you're leading with your hip. It's a big difference. You know, we're trying to battle this in the vehicle. A lot of you guys are doing it. Little kids too. You got to keep your stick down, flat on the blade, so when you push out, your hands are automatically there. If you guys are going off your heel, not only you're not going to be able to get to the puck, but you're probably going to stop skating and start to do the paddle down. Same thing, David. Okay? Same way to beat him. Recovery. Everybody. Glove does not need to be on the pad. Use your core to get up. Get back up in your stance. Hey, Donna.
Hey, PJ, how you doing?
Other than that, though, Dave, awesome. Costume is great. Just keep that stick flat. Hold it in. Where are you?
Review.
Fine. Okay. Not bad. He held his ground. He stayed on the post. Easy save to make. Just watch that rebound. Get that puck. Make sure you have it covered. I gave the shooter 1 rebound. You guys know that. I want to see you guys recover, react to the puck, make that save. Okay. Way to stay with him. Way to fight. That's good. Give it up, Diana. You did score. So. Good stance. Way to seal the post. Excellent. See how you're able to skate with him, though? Keep your core to the puck. We got. Okay, now. You had him, so you kept him pulling out. So right about now, you're probably the top part of the crease, right? And he's a lefty, so he sees all this. So you guys once you get up to that point where you have him, and you're good on the post, and you're pushing out, and he's got nothing to shoot at, you don't want to aim at the stick or the blade or the puck. You want to cheat down to the short side. You want to cheat down opposite direction, so now the shooter only sees your chest all the time. You don't want to slide out and all of a sudden have a backdoor problem. Make sure you're pushing with the puck, and you're going to cheat across the crease and across the goal line to the other side. At that point, in a game situation, there should be a defenseman or a center picking him up, so you don't have to figure it all out and do it on your own. So once you seal to this point, you should be good to go, right? Understand? So somebody else should be helping you back door. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody understand? Do you understand that? Good stick. It's not bad. That was way better. Draw off that pad. Now that's no good. Watch. What'd you do? What'd you do? Yeah, but what else? What's your stance? Yeah, but why though? Yep. Yeah, that beats you. Right. Remember this? If the puck's going behind the net and we're looking over the crossbar, I don't care if you're 6 foot or 5 foot. You're going to be looking through the net. Anytime you're at this point, now you're not in your stance, and now this guy has a chance to beat you on the wraparound. You got to make sure you always stay in your stance. Yes, you picked it up. Very good by you. Good job. That's the rebound. Now you can yell at yourself again. Stick stays on a nice flow. Bam. Austin. Okay, see? It's the opposite leg. Just gotta keep it down. So you're getting over there with your left leg, just don't drag your right leg. Think about it this way. If all the plays now following this guy, and this is a game situation, right? The puck's here, and you have your opposite leg up, if somebody falls into you or pushes that person into your leg, you have a chance to have that not broken or hurt. Right, so let's just work on the fact that you want to protect yourself. So once this guy commits to the wraparound, you're going to go butterfly slide. Both pads have to pin the ice and hit it. You don't want to have the opposite leg up because if somebody falls into you, you're done. Skate with him. Skate with him.
I'm not sure where you were.
Stance. short side. Good. Better. Much better. Same thing. Tell him. After a certain point, you got to cheat down the other side. You can't just keep on sliding forward. Is everybody? Any of the first two groups have any questions so far? Okay. Who's this? Okay, good. You're taller than him, right? He's taller than you. No, it's same thing. This. Put your butt down more. Put your glove up more so you're not all compact in your stomach area. When you're pushing across, you got to get back up to your stand. Too much motion. You're so big. Just put your butt down a little bit. Get that glove up so you're able to look through that. And ease your grip. So yeah, you're a little too top heavy. It's a little bit, but it's enough to be uncomfortable or look uncomfortable. So your first push is automatically out, as opposed to if he takes you and works you around, you have to find your core again and then push across. Hey, you're 6 good, just jump your body. And it's hard being as tall as lanky as you are. You keep on growing, so you're going to keep on changing your stance. So you just have to get comfortable with something, even though it lasts a month or two, that you can just use it, maintain it. And you do well today, or yeah, you do well. Fire, you're just skating really fast, aggressive with the rebound, fouling the puck, and you really moved well. Good stance, good posture on the post. Good posture on the post. Sticks in a good spot. Fight for every rebound. That's what I like. You have to. That's how you want to do it. How you approach all these drills, be aggressive with the rebound. Be aggressive with your save selection. Be precise with your save selection. Nice shot. Shooter made a nice shot. Sometimes they do a better job than us. Can't do much about it. No need to make excuses, just move on. See how he's tall, he's not as tall as you two. You're still compact, and you're still beating the players of the other post. That's your job. That's what you're trying to do. Trying to maintain stance. Give yourself a chance to make the save. So your core, and that's pretty much just your stick, just moving a little too much. See. Your pads are there, your chest is there, just, you don't need to go. If you're going to go slide across, if it's going to be paddle down, you be a little bit more on top of it. If you're going to go butterfly slide across, you can stick flat so it doesn't come in and out of the body. When he comes off, if he comes out and say, poke check him. If it's inside the blue, for everybody here, poke check. If his head's down, poke check. If you can get a good read on that puck, definitely do that. Makes your life easier. Don't let him come out and step out you. You made the save, but you made it harder on yourself. Don't have to poke check. And it might be boring or sound like you're not getting anything out of it, but I'll poke check as long as I can. Stop. Paddle down, you can't. What's that? Yeah, down here. Yeah, down here, paddle down. You just can't get caught with the paddle down. If you're going to go across and you're going to say paddle down because you're going to collapse on that side, it's fine. But if you're going to say I can still get it with a butterfly slide save or a butterfly temp, then that's what you should be aiming for. Okay? Talent, level, pad. Hit your heel. You guys, if you want to poke, and girls, if you want to poke check, it's good. I want to see aggressive poke checking, but you can't poke check from being on your heel. Because then you got to get back into your blade, and then you got to throw the stick. It's too long. It takes too long to do. Too much stick work, as opposed to just being lined up, already in a good stance. Now, this is the one. We'll talk about this. If you're going to go paddle down on the side, you better be sure that there's no hole, because that's a game-changing goal. It's almost like it'd be short side, with your team in a game situation. This is if you let that go on in a game, that's a play to team, in my opinion. You have to be a little bit more aware of what you're doing here. Because if you're going down on the paddle down, are you really staying with the puck, or are you falling away from it? You're supposed to. Are you falling away from it, or are you going down on the puck? You push yourself away a little. Enough to be off the post. Same thing. Together. Yeah. Did all day. Team of the day. Everybody, for the most part. Some people do it, but for the most part, heel.
Right.
Check the pro shop. Check the pro shop. Find me a box of goodies, please.
Push. It was a good save. Selection of Meow would go down there too. And you had it sealed. That wasn't bad. Again, it's so much work, especially with tall goalie stuff. You're doing so much more work than you need to. Right now, if he shoots, you have 50-50 chance you might make a save with your 5-hole because you got someone quick legs, but your upper body's all locked out. So if he does any move whatsoever, you're going down here, he's going around. And it's simple as that. Keep that stick flat. You got your pad there. You got, for the most part, because you're tall, don't need to put your glove down there. So all of a sudden now you're double coverage. You got your stick here, and you got your pads. He's coming in, you start to do this, and now you're ready to take off. Now your body weight's no longer where it should be, and now you're ready to go forward. You're just going to fall or dive out. Again, you might make the save because of your speed and your size. You just want to make it more consistent, a little bit more easy on yourself. Plan like you would a stance, be a little more comfortable. Opposite leg leads out. Doom, you're done. You're already there. Just took out everything. No more guessing.
Okay, Barry.
Hey, can you see? Yep. Good post. Way to seal. That block. He's still moving and you're facing up ice and you stop. You just got to the little corners. It's a puck width to go in, it's going to go in. It wasn't too bad. Watch that left pad. Lift the paddle down and slide. Wasn't too bad. Everybody get seen in that group then? Yep. Group. Straight. Skip the green. I didn't. I missed it. What did I miss? Here, one in the middle. Oh, the middle? Oh, okay. Cool. Shots again. Yes. Okay, yes, thank you. Heel. It's like the team of the day. It's good though. I mean, this is, I don't know how many of you guys video it yourselves and watch it, but if I have a goalie coach, I mean, I would ask him, hey, can we go over some video? I mean, Matt and I do it all the time, so it's not like it's something we don't do, but I mean, with the Ustream now and all that, it's so simple to do online video, it's take 20 minutes. You go through a whole game in 20 minutes. But stuff like that, as you start to grow, give us a little bit. That will be the first thing you'll start to adjust.
One other thing with the heel, besides everything else PJ said, you're using maybe an inch and a half of your stick out of 24 inches. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, I see guys do it all the time for many, many years. There's no sense to not use the entire blade of the stick.
Okay?
Besides your positioning, besides your balance, besides everything that he's put forward.
Good poke. Left, so as you continue to skate, you want to be able to skate too. Unless you know his head's down, you can poke check that, then you can get away with it. Alright? For the most part, when he takes you to the far post, you keep on walking. Like that. Not too far, right? Very nice. Now Andrew's a small goalie, so when he's moving around, he has to make sure that he's not giving up anything. So when he pushes out, it's a precise movement. When he's a butterfly sliding, precise movement. He's not giving up backdoor. For the most part, he's challenging with his head, eyes, five hole, and the stick in the same spot. And that's good discipline. That's what you want to do at any size. But for us, small goalies in particular, you don't want to give out crap goal. That's a big time cheap goal right there. You don't need to do it. Just a little discipline. Move, puck stays in front of you the whole time. Nice job, Andrew. Not much to talk about. Nice job, yeah. Nice block run, guys. So far, Andreas has done what? And the shooter's done what? Andreas, you didn't have to make a save yet, except backhand, right? You're square to the post, you're square to the puck, and the shooter really has nothing to shoot at. So you've already done your job, and he's the one winded, you're the one just laughing in the net. Now, that we will talk about. If you're going to decide to try doing the paddle down walk, and you're going to say, oh, I can get him, I can get him. Sooner or later, you're going to have to retreat from that even a little bit. You could go still Quebec, but you got to go power push down or V-slide down to that opposite side post. Because that shooter's got the forehand, and they're still walking around you, and you're going paddle down, well, sooner or later you're going to show them your side. You don't want to do that, so you make sure that you're cheating down to the short side, and your hands are all in front so you block anything low. Does that make sense? Everybody understand what I'm talking about there? Good post. Pushed away. That's it. Six flat. Good. Nice save, Andreas. Rebound wasn't good, but the save was good. You beat him to the post and you were on top of the puck. Battle, boys, battle. Keep going after it, definitely. Okay, so everything's pretty good right at that point, right? Sticks line, brings to the puck. Save, move, punch it off. Good way to watch the rebound, way to stay with it. It's like, I can't hear you. Remember that? Get over here, coach. Get here.
I can't hear anyone. All the pucks being shot.
Yeah. That buzzer that goes off for 12 inch. Yeah, I already corrected it on there. So even if you peek over to the crossbar, even for a second, you're out of position. So you're looking over the net. Now you got to go back to the metal to find the puck. So it's easier just to, even if you're really tall, force yourself to go wider in your stance, looking underneath the crossbar, please, no matter what. Okay? Good slide across though. Very nice. Love look get up when you're fat. When you're hungry, come on, I don't want that bad. Core strength. You want to get up in a good stance. I'm yelling at you right now. If you go butterfly slide across and you're forcing your butt down, past your knees, past the knee roll, you're really not in stance anymore. You're stopping. You're actually pushing yourself forward, and you're widening out your thigh bone. Your butt can't go below the bridge of your pad. Does that make sense? When I go butterfly, I'm not trying to do this. I'm actually going to pinch my pads together. I can suck in my stomach a little bit, but for the most part, I'm not changing my lower part of my body once I go butterfly slide. Does that make sense? Yeah, so you're going to have a problem with it because you grow a little bit. So everybody's kind of growing right now. You're going to have a problem with your legs and readjusting it. But hope you're growing a lot. That's one thing that I've seen a lot of. You don't want to force yourself down too low, because then you feel like a spring. All of a sudden your hands aren't where they're supposed to be, and now they're open. So yeah, you have holes all over the place. Maintain the lower core part of your body, waist down so it stays in the spot where you're comfortable with it. And the hands should pretty much stay there as well. Glove up. Keep the glove up. Good. Good off the calf. Stick goes, body follows. You can't leave with your hip and your butt, guys. You can't. You're not going to be able to get to that far side post at all. Shooter's going to beat you every time. Safe.
And what was feeling the last person?
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. Who's this? Aubrey's again? You in this group? No. You in this group? Yeah. Did I see you yet?
No, I think I was in one of them. Just cut it off.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. You should told me. Remember which one was the first one? You're the one that didn't see. The second one? Let me get back to my trusted camera here. I'll mess this up. The second one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Saw they run 5. Just said something, man. They're diving. David again. You. Alright, so 6 good. Just don't leave that post. If he's coming off the short side post, he's going to shoot right away. Obviously, as a goalie, I want to move myself out of the way. You definitely just want to stay on top of the puck and make your life easier. So, less is more. So if you see their head down, if you can poke check it, great. If you think they're going to shoot, just push off the correct leg, make the save. Okay? Lower body moving. Head, chest, pads, and the puck. It's not bad. Safe. Try it. Good. Second. flat. So as he comes off the post and he comes after you right here, you don't want to open up. You open up your stick even a little bit, all of a sudden you have more holes to worry about. You want to go drop your hands close and tight you can. You want to use your peripheral vision, guys. So you see in your stance here, you see your glove and blocker, okay? Even in my butterfly, glove and blocker, even in my Quebec style, I want to keep it in front. Anything behind your hip, it's hard to see. Now you have to find your puck and glove to line it up this way and this way. Here, okay? Everything's in front of your hip. Makes it easier, especially to track the puck. Okay? Any questions? No? Just be careful with the heel. It's the only thing I really saw a lot of today. Heel. A lot of too much. Over pursuing with the puck. Stick stays flat. If you have to, if I said you had a problem with your stick today with your heel, retape your stick. There's a lot of old tape on your blades. Retape it. Give your, even if it's a second or two of extra grip, it helps out. So retape your sticks. Keep yourselves in stance. And good job today. It's 2 days in a row. Proud of you guys are really working. And then tomorrow, same thing. Bright and early. Go at it and try being better than yesterday and today, alright? Thank you guys. Have a good night.